You can buy the expensive food, the tall cat tree, the cozy blankets, and still miss the one thing your cat is actually measuring. Because your cat has a private little checklist, and the scary part is that they have been filling it out while you were not looking. This is not about whether you're useful. This is about whether your body feels like safety to an animal built to doubt everything. If your cat does 3 of these signs, you are not just their owner, you are part of how the room becomes safe. The first sign is almost embarrassingly simple. Before you even open the door, they are already waiting for you. And the last sign is so intimate that some cats will never offer it no matter how many years they live beside someone. Most people see a cat at the door and immediately downgrade the moment. They say, of course, the bowl must be empty. But the bowl is full. The toy is there. The sunny spot is available. They still chose the place where you re-enter their world. That is what makes the door greeting matter. It is not a demand. It is a tiny claim. I noticed your absence. Attachment research only gives language to what the scene already feels like. The cat is using you as a secure point in the room. They want to be the first living thing your eyes find, before the bags drop, before the lights come on, before the day follows you inside. So yes, it looks ordinary, but to a cat, waiting at the door is a small ceremony of return. The second sign is quieter, which is why people miss it. Your cat watches you from across the room and lets the silence stretch. Then the eyes soften. They close halfway. Pause like a secret is being handed over and open again. A tired blink falls out of the body. This blink is offered. That difference is everything. For an animal that survives by watching the world, closing the eyes near you is not casual. It is a tiny surrender. When you blink back slowly and they approach, the room changes. You are no longer just nearby, you are accepted. That is why the slow blink hits so hard. Your cat voluntarily turned off the alarm for 1 second, because you were there. The third sign is messy. Sometimes it is a toy. Sometimes it is a sock. Sometimes it is something you wish had stayed outside. Owners laugh because the gift looks ridiculous. Cats do not bring ridiculous things. They bring proof. Hunting is not a little hobby your cat picked up. It is an ancient identity wearing a living room face. In cat logic, family gets provided for, and somehow, beautifully, insultingly, you made the list. They may think you're helpless. They may be correct. You have not caught a single mouse in front of them. But under the comedy is something gentle. They are including you in the circle of care. The fourth sign is where humans get themselves in trouble. The belly appears, and our hands lose all wisdom. A belly display is not always a button. Sometimes it is a confession. That soft stomach is where the vital things live. A cat does not reveal it because the afternoon is boring. Every old alarm in that small body should say, cover this, protect this, never offer this. So when they roll over near you, the message is not touch me. The message is, I'm not afraid of you. If you respect that moment, you become safer. If you grab at it, you teach them to hide the softest part again. The belly is not a trick. It is trust wearing the most vulnerable costume a cat has. The fifth sign is not loud. It is the small shadow that keeps appearing behind your ankles. Kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, desk. Your cat is not asking for a meeting. They are choosing your weather. This is where people confuse attachment with anxiety. Panic follows because it fears. Preference follows because it loves the room you make. A secure cat does not always climb into your lap. Sometimes it just places itself where your life is happening. That is the beautiful part. They do not need a speech, a hug, or a ceremony. They just keep selecting your coordinates. They are not afraid you will vanish every second. They simply prefer the version of the world that has you in it. The sixth sign is so small it almost disappears, one paw against your leg while they sleep. Not sprawled across your face, not making a scene. Just one soft point of contact, held through the dark. Sleep is when a cat stops performing control. No stalking, no scanning, no little calculations. Just trust with closed eyes. There are warmer spots in the house. There are softer cushions. There are places that do not move at 3 a.m. But they choose the living thing that has been safe before. That little paw is a bookmark in the story of you. It says, without words, if the room changes, I want to know through you first. To your cat, you are not only a person in the bed, you are the part of the night that does not threaten them. And then there's the final sign, the one that feels almost too soft to talk about directly. The pause begin, in out, not random pressing, but an old rhythm returning through a grown body. The first version of that movement belonged to warmth, milk, heartbeat, and the first creature that ever meant safety. Most cats will need blankets, laundry, pillows, anything soft enough to hold the memory without asking anything back. But when your cat climbs onto you and does it there, the memory has chosen a person. That is why you do not swat them away, like the moment is annoying. Protect your skin, yes. Protect the trust harder. Those small paws are saying something no toy or premium food can say. I'm safe enough to become small again. If your cat does this on you, you did not just give them a house. Somehow, impossibly, you became one. So count the signs, but do not count them like a test you're trying to win. Count them like small doors your cat has opened. Waiting at the door, slow blinking first, bringing you ridiculous treasures, showing the belly and trusting you not to misunderstand it. Following you without panic, touching you in sleep, needing you like the safest memory in the body found its way back. If you saw 3 or more, the answer is already there. Your cat has been choosing you in a language quieter than words. Not because you're perfect, because somewhere, over many ordinary days, you became predictable in the gentlest possible way. That is what your cat was grading, not the purchase, not the performance, the feeling they get when you enter the room. Comment your number, and if you want the next one, it is about the tiny trust signal good owners accidentally erase. It starts so small, most people never notice it disappearing, but once you see it, you will never handle that moment the same way again.